Welcome to the Nonprofit Accelerator, brought to you by MatchingGifts.com. We believe every dollar raised can transform both nonprofits and corporations alike. I'm your host, Josh, and I'm here to guide you through today's episode. The air just leaves the room. It can feel like running a marathon at top speed, only to hit a brick wall right before the finish line. That sudden jarring stop, the frustration of knowing that gift and the profound impact it represents could have been doubled, amplified, multiplied simply by filling out a form. It's not just lost revenue. It's a missed opportunity to fully fund a new program, hire a new staff member to expand your reach, or provide critical services to more families in need. But here's the truth, and I want you to lean in and really absorb this. Sometimes the best, most creative, and most durable opportunities show up exactly where you thought you hit a dead end. The wall is often just a detour sign, pointing you toward a more resilient, sustainable path. Hey, and this is the Nonprofit Boost, your source for smart, scalable fundraising strategies. Today, I want to talk directly to you, the nonprofit leader, the development director, the dedicated volunteer, the person who's ever felt stuck or overlooked by the rigid, often complex rules of corporate match programs. We are not going to mourn the match. We are going to design our way around it. We're diving deep into 5 creative, actionable, and scalable ways to keep the momentum rolling, even when traditional employer match programs aren't an option. We're going to pivot from disappointment to design. You'll walk away with real-life examples, a clear understanding of the donor psychology and business logic at play, and a new sense of possibility. So you're never left thinking if only again. Why does mastering this matter so much? Because relying on a single corporate-controlled revenue stream makes your mission vulnerable. Every untapped avenue for matching or doubling a donor's impact isn't just lost money. It's a missed connection, an unfinished story, and a setback for your mission's long-term stability. If you want to move past the old, frustrating script of, well, I guess there's nothing we can do, this extended episode is for you. And I've got surprisingly simple yet profoundly effective moves you can use starting right now, no matter how big or small your organization. So pour your coffee, close your inbox, settle in, and let's get into the good stuff. Segment 1. Understanding the corporate mindset and the vulnerability trap. Before we dive into the 5 alternative strategies, let's briefly address why companies offer matching and, critically, why some don't. Understanding the landscape helps us design our workarounds. When a donor's company says no, the reason typically falls into one of 3 buckets. No program. The company is too small, too new, or hasn't formalized a CSR policy yet. This is a permanent roadblock for now. Donor ineligible. The donor is a contractor, a part-time employee, or has been with the company for too short a period. This is a personal roadblock. Nonprofit ineligible. The company only matches to specific causes, e.g., K-12 education, and your organization doesn't fit the criteria. When a company does offer a match, it's rarely purely altruistic. It's a calculated, strategic CSR move. Companies use matching because the return on investment is excellent. Boost employee morale and retention. Employees feel valued when the company supports their passions, leading to higher job satisfaction. Enhance public image. They look like good corporate citizens, improving brand loyalty with consumers. Gain tax benefits. Corporate giving is often tax deductible, making the cost of the match much lower than the perceived value. When a company says no programs, we can assume they haven't yet seen the compelling business case for their own firm. Our alternative strategies are designed to bypass this lack of corporate infrastructure, or even better, inspire your most passionate donor to become the advocate that builds that infrastructure for you. Our goal today is to escape the vulnerability trap of relying solely on a system you don't control. Strategy 1. The Make Your Own Match Play. Challenge Match Campaigns. All right, strategy number 1. I call this the Make Your Own Match Play, and it's your fastest way to replicate the psychological power of corporate matching. Even if a donor's employer can't match their gift, you can instantly channel that magic with a challenge match campaign. If you've ever watched a fundraising thermometer inch upwards or felt the buzz of a community trying to unlock a special, time-sensitive gift, you've seen this potent donor psychology in action. The core idea is simple. You create the matching program yourself using a lead donor, a board member, or even reserved funds from a specific grant as the corporate budget. This strategy gives you total control over the rules, the timing, and the messaging. Here's how to run a powerful challenge match campaign, broken down into 5 parts. 1. Secure the challenge fund. First, identify a major donor or a foundation willing to put up a fixed challenge amount. This pledge is your fuel. You need to frame this not as a simple donation, but as an investment to leverage community giving. Example, our lead donor has pledged to match every dollar up to $15,000 this week. Emphasize the catalytic effect. This initial amount isn't just $15,000, it's the potential for $30,000 if the community steps up. 2. Define the terms and the urgency. Next, be specific about the mechanics. Are you matching only new donors? Or maybe targeting lapsed donors who haven't given in over a year? Is there a maximum gift amount that qualifies? Crucially, you must introduce time sensitivity. A 48-hour giving blitz works wonders because the time frame is tight, forcing immediate action. Contrast this with corporate matches, which often have year-long deadlines. Your challenge match is about immediate impact and excitement. 3. Master the psychology and visuals, the momentum tracker. People are motivated by progress and communal effort. Make it visual. Use a prominent digital thermometer, a countdown timer, or progress bar on your campaign landing page. The language must create urgency. We're 75% of the way to unlocking the remaining $3,750. Can you help push us across the line before the clock hits midnight? This psychological framing activates loss aversion. The donor fears missing out on the opportunity to double their gift. 4. Advanced storytelling and amplification. Don't just share numbers, share transformation. Feature a quick video from a beneficiary saying, "My life will change if we reach that goal." This connects the challenge to a tangible emotional outcome. Use omni-channel messaging, coordinate emails, social posts, with clear graphics, text messages, and even a quick video announcement from your executive director to build a sense of shared purpose and excitement. Pro tip: send an email update when you hit 50% and a final 2 hours left alert. Those are often the highest converting moments. Real-life example: the Prins Law Firm's virtual drive. Consider the Prins Law Firm in Chicago. While smaller than a Fortune 500, they hosted a virtual goods drive, pledging to match up to $5,000 in donations for the Greater Chicago Food Depository. Their employees got involved, the community rallied, and because the $5,000 was a guaranteed match they controlled, every dollar meant double the food. This shows that the source of the match doesn't matter. The commitment to stretch the donor's dollar is what counts and builds trust. Why does this strategy work so well? It's pure behavioral economics. Donors are risk-averse. They worry their small gift won't make a difference. The match eliminates that risk, creating an instant 100% ROI on their generosity. It activates loss aversion and the desire to be part of a successful surge event. The quick takeaway? Donors love to stretch their dollars. Give them the structure, the story, and the deadline, and you'll watch participation multiply. Strategy 2. The Family Multiplier Method, spousal and dependent matches. All right, let's move to strategy number 2, the Family Multiplier Method. This is one of the easiest yet most overlooked revenue streams in nonprofit fundraising. It's not just about your donor's job. Many large companies extend their matching gift programs to cover gifts made by a donor's spouse, domestic partner, or even dependents. Let's assume a donor gave $500 and their employer declined the match. Next time you thank them, you introduce the Family Multiplier. Hey, does your spouse, or even your parents, if you're reaching younger donors, work for a company that offers gift matching? The reality is the donor might not qualify for the match through their small employer, but their wife works for a Fortune 500 company and can easily submit the match request through her portal. Same $500 donation, double the impact, different route. You've converted a no into a yes. How do you integrate this into your workflow? 1. Adjust your communications. The gentle nudge. Embed the question everywhere. Place a prompt on your donation forms. Click here if you think your spouse or partner may qualify for a match. Confirmation pages and automated thank you emails. Thank you for your gift. P.S. Did you know your spouse's employer may double your gift? Check this box to see if another household member qualifies. This is low friction and high reward. 2. Provide immediate search capability. The donor shouldn't have to call HR. Integrate or link directly to a searchable tool like the one offered by Double the Donation. This allows the donor to quickly check multiple companies, theirs, the spouse's, a parent's, in one easy step. The key here is accessibility. If they have to hunt down the policy, they won't do it. 3. Recognize the retiree loophole. Don't forget retirees. Many of the largest corporations, think ExxonMobil, General Electric, or Pfizer, offer matching programs for their retirees. A donor may have long left the workforce, but still carries this valuable benefit. Add a prompt. Are you or your spouse a retiree from a major corporation? 4. Follow up and systematize. In your confirmation email, include a paragraph specifically for spousal matches, detailing the usual requirements. For high-dollar donors, add a manual step in your CRM for a staff member to personally follow up on the spousal match potential. A quick phone call is often all it takes to prompt action. The power of the household, a powerful example. A university received a $1,000 gift from an alumnus working for a small startup. No match. The university's follow-up email suggested checking for spousal matches. The alumnus's wife worked for a bank that matched gifts up to $5,000 annually. The university secured the $1,000 match, doubling the gift, all because of a simple prompt that looked beyond the primary donor. The quick takeaway line, don't leave family money on the table. Every gift in the household can have double the power. Strategy 3. The Changemaker Advocacy Game, planting the seed. Let's swing to Strategy 3, The Changemaker advocacy game. So your donor's employer says no match program. The company is simply not interested in corporate giving yet. But what if that no wasn't a permanent decree, but a lack of internal advocacy? What if you could plant the seed that changes their corporate policy forever? This is where advocacy comes in. If you have an engaged, passionate donor who truly wishes their employer offered matching gifts, you empower them to be the catalyst for change. You are leveraging your donor's internal standing to lobby for you. Here's how to turn a donor into your corporate lobbyist. 1. Educate on business ROI. Arm your donor with the business case. Frame matching gifts as a retention tool, not a cost center. Provide them with statistics. Did you know 86% of millennials prefer to work for companies that support causes they care about? A match program is a low-cost way to attract and retain talent. Emphasize the employee survey data. Many companies start match programs after an internal employee survey shows high demand. 2. Provide concrete peer examples. Give them talking points using industry rivals. If the donor works for a local tech startup, show them how Google or Microsoft structure their match programs. This creates a compelling argument. Our competitors are doing it. This is an expected modern benefit that our top recruits ask for. Use social proof to drive their internal pitch. 3. Provide a customizable template package. This is the most crucial step. Eliminate the donor's effort. Provide a downloadable professional package containing a customizable email letter template addressed to HR or the CEO, focused on the cost-effectiveness of starting a small match program. A brief one-pager summarizing the benefits, ROI, recruitment, retention of a match program. A paragraph offering to connect HR directly with your nonprofit's development director to answer all administrative questions, removing the company's due diligence burden. Make the company's job easy. The long-term impact. A single employee making an informed request won't guarantee a program, but it puts it on the HR agenda. Repeated informed advocacy works. You are investing in a future revenue stream that is independent of your organization's current outreach efforts. One successful advocacy effort can generate thousands of dollars for years to come from hundreds of employees. Here's the quick takeaway. One corporate no today doesn't mean never. Advocacy turns obstacles into opportunity. Equip your donors to unlock new funding streams for years to come. Strategy 4. The steady support system, recurring and payroll giving. Moving on to number 4, the steady support system. When matching is impossible, the smartest move is to shift the donor's focus from doubling a single gift to multiplying impact over time, consistently. This means focusing on recurring gifts and payroll giving. This approach builds your mission on bedrock, not sand. Recurring donations are monthly, quarterly, or annual gifts charged to a credit card or direct debit. Payroll giving is when a donor has a fixed small portion of their paycheck deducted and sent straight to your nonprofit. Why is this so powerful? Because it delivers the predictability of a match program without the corporate bureaucracy. A donor who commits to just $15 a month is making an $1,800 annual impact. No match needed. And that commitment is reliable, allowing you to plan, budget, and scale. The retention rate for recurring donors is also dramatically higher than for one-time donors. How to make recurring. Giving your mission's superpower. 1. Design for effortless conversion. Make the recurring option the default on your donation page. Your main button should say, "Make my gift monthly." Clearly show the compounded annual value. $10 per month equals $120 annual impact. Use language that emphasizes sustained impact, not just transaction. 2. Create an elite donor tier. Cultivation. Give recurring donors a special title, like Sustaining Circle or Mission Builders. Offer them exclusive updates, early access to reports, or a special thank you gift, like a welcome package. This cultivates loyalty and reduces churn. This sense of belonging is a powerful retention tool. Make them feel like the VIPs they are. 3. Leverage the consistency story. Stop celebrating big one-time gifts and start celebrating consistency. Share how reliable, predictable support has made specific, long-term projects possible. Because 100 members of our Sustaining Circle committed just $15 a month, we have the stable funds to guarantee our tutoring program runs year-round. This allows us to plan curriculum, not just campaign. The power of predictability. Recurring gifts reduce donor acquisition costs over time and make your organization financially resilient. Even a small stream, when constant, is more valuable than a large, unpredictable flood. When you have reliable monthly income, you can hire that extra staff member or commit to that long-term lease. The quick takeaway: recurring support isn't just a fallback, it's a superpower. Consistency beats unpredictability every time. Strategy 5. The always-on accelerator. Culture of matching. And now for the final, sustaining strategy. The always-on accelerator. Sustaining momentum, especially with employer match alternatives, is about building an ecosystem of maximization, not just deploying a single tactic. It's about creating a culture where every donor automatically thinks about multiplying their impact before they click donate. Here's how the pros build this always-on culture. 1. Conduct a hidden match donor survey. Don't assume you know all their giving avenues. Send a short survey. Besides your current employer, what other untapped giving avenues might you have? E.g., corporate board role, foundation connection, retiree matching program? You might uncover a retired donor whose former company still matches gifts. This is a simple, data-driven way to discover new revenue. 2. Constant educational reminders. The PS nudge. In every donor touchpoint, emails, social posts, newsletters, include a short, simple prompt about alternative ways to boost their gift. Example, a newsletter PS that says, "PS, did you check for a family match or retiree match this month?" It only takes 30 seconds to double your impact. This creates a behavioral pattern in your audience. 3. Share success stories about alternatives. Regularly highlight stories that don't involve a traditional match. Example, we want to thank our new Sustaining Circle member, Mark, whose consistent $25 monthly gift is the equivalent of a $10,000 corporate match. This validates and celebrates the alternative pathways, encouraging others to follow suit. 4. Host a Maximize Your Giving workshop. Host a quick 30-minute webinar or a live Q&A session focused entirely on answering donor questions about match alternatives, recurring gifts, and stock donations. Position this as a benefit for your donors. You're helping them be more effective philanthropists. This approach works because it turns donors from passive givers into active partners in funding your mission. When you provide options and education, you increase long-term engagement and loyalty. Your final quick takeaway: momentum isn't a one-and-done thing. When you keep prompting, educating, and listening, new matches and alternative support keep coming, campaign after campaign. So let's step back and look at the big picture for a minute. Resilience isn't about always having the perfect options on the table. It's about seeing every no or obstacle as an invitation to ask, all right, what's next? What else is possible here? The organizations that thrive are the ones that turn short-term setbacks into creative problem-solving and into durable community. If you rely only on one door, the corporate match door, you're always at the mercy of someone else's lock. But if you have a strategy for every scenario, you become unstoppable. Remember the river metaphor. A winding river that keeps hitting rock outcroppings doesn't stop. It just finds a new path and keeps flowing. Fundraising is like that too. It's less about the obstacles and more about how you creatively move around them. So let's quickly recap our 5 pivot strategies. 1. Run your own challenge match campaigns. 2. Never overlook spouse or family member match programs. 3. Help your donors advocate for new employer matches. 4. Lean into recurring and payroll gifts. 5. Keep momentum alive with the always-on Accelerator. Here's my next step challenge for you right now. Pick just one of these strategies and implement it this week. Don't wait for the next big campaign. Add a spouse match prompt to your donation confirmation email, or create that customizable template for the advocacy game. The point isn't to do it perfectly, it's to get moving and see which doors open. And if you want a complete toolkit, especially if you're ever stuck in that "my donor can't get matched" moment, I urge you to check out the free guide over at doubledonation.com/donor ineligible for employer match. It's packed with templates, scripts, and deeper data you can use today. Thanks for hanging out today. Remember, even when you hear "not eligible," there's always another way. Sometimes it's just around the corner waiting for you to try. This is the host, signing off. Thanks for listening to the Nonprofit Accelerator. Check out matchinggifts.com for more. Go out there and leverage the power of workplace giving. Till next time, I'm Josh. Take care and keep building the foundation for fully utilizing workplace giving.